Hey everyone, coming back to you again for another Dragon Ball What If video. And this is What If Cell Didn't Fight the Z Fighters Part 5. I want to make a correction. At first I was saying Zamala, and then I started saying Zalama, and I thought Zalama was wrong, and so I corrected it and I was saying Zamala again. And then I went to go look up some pictures of him, and I couldn't find anything under Zamala, and it was all under Zalama. So, I guess his name is Zalama. I'm taking that back, I'm correcting that. Not really a big deal. Okay, so, where were we? Yes, Longel and Cell are so ready to get out of the sealed dimension. Cell meditated in the last part and came to the conclusion Zalama's energy is now in him. It was the key to his attaining his perfected form without absorbing Android 18. Not only that, it's the reason he was able to fight with Longel and become X-Cell. He's no longer bound by his creator's trivial ambitions. Gods, deities, angels, demons. His creator, Dr. Gero, could never have imagined. If he only knew, he may not have even created Cell. But now, Cell's come to realize he's a new creation under Zalama, and Longel has become as a brother to him. As time goes on, he feels he'll come to value Longel's opinion even more. Cell has started to see that wisdom may not always make you look glorious. But what's pride do for someone? Get them killed quicker? Cell thinks back again to his fight with Saffron. I was almost killed by a young girl because of my overconfidence and pride. Forget being killed, I almost got erased. And yet, I couldn't do anything to protect her when I could have. I'm also the reason the Grand Priest arrived here. Cell thinks. So Cell, for the first time in his life, decides to trust Longel, and he decides he wants to protect Saffron. Let me clarify, he's not in love with her. He simply respects her as a separate being outside of himself. At those two realizations, Cell vows to follow through on them, and when he does, he becomes totally overcloaked. This is Zalama's energy, he thinks. Cell reverts to his beginning, embryonic Cell. He's going back even further. He's in a vision state, and kind of astral projecting. He sees Dr. Gero working long hours, gathering DNA samples, tirelessly working. He goes back even further. He sees the days where Dr. Gero was in the Red Ribbon Army. He sees Android 16. But how? He thinks. He realizes that Dr. Gero, before he was an android, and 16, must have been a replica of his real-life son. They were both in the Red Ribbon Army. Then he sees a young boy break in with a tail. A Saiyan? Cell thinks, and he destroys everything, murdering everyone. He sees Dr. Gero's son vaporized by a key beam, and sees Dr. Gero get extremely injured. And then it's over. Everyone dead, except the doctor. He lays there, heavily wounded, crying. My son, he says, as his breath continues to leave him. My son, I'm sorry. If only I had the strength to save you. And he loses consciousness, but tears are still flowing from his eyes. Then after some time, he's saved, as the only survivor of the Red Ribbon Base incident. He dedicates himself to science and champions the advancement of AI and artificial humans, studying their flaws, decommissioning, and rebuilding, until it was time. He recreated his son as Android 16 and programmed all his good qualities he remembers from him. Then the next level up, weapons to avenge his son, 17 and 18, two real human teenagers, kidnapped, and their biology tampered and changed. Now they are programmed biological androids with an infinitely renewing organic key supply. Surely they will avenge my son. Should my calculations be slightly off, however, I'll make another android who can absorb copious amounts of ki. I'll send him out to weaken that boy with a tail, Goku as he's called. If that should not be enough, I will still create one more with the DNA of many warrior races who may absorb 17 and 18 to achieve a power great enough to rule over all the life in this world. No, in this universe. In order to prolong my life, to see my plan through before creating Cell, I'll make myself an android, as no one else on Earth is worthy to be a successor to me. I must see this through myself. Then Cell keeps going forward in time. He sees himself absorb 17, and then he sees his fight with Vegeta. Then Cell starts begging Vegeta. He appeals to Vegeta's pride and exclaims, "If I can absorb 18, I'll have unrivaled strength that will surely give you, Vegeta, a good fight." Everyone protests, and Trunks swoops in to finish Cell, but Vegeta stands in opposition to Trunks, and Cell eventually absorbs 18, thus attaining his perfect form. He tears Vegeta a new one. Cell starts to realize he's seeing what would have happened had he not fled. "I don't believe this. I had nothing to fear after all." But then Cell thinks, "I better see how this plays out before falling back into that way of thinking. And regardless, if I step away from the situation, I'm seeing Vegeta's pride become his downfall here. And my cunning gave me the edge. It verifies what I've learned thus far is the truth. But still, this is really entertaining. I wish I had a snack or something." Ah ha 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 ha. Cell laughs delighted at his achievements in this alternative timeline. Then, the Cell games begin. However, this vision allows him to see Goku and Gohan training their hardest. He's able to hear their conversations, their thoughts even. How Goku's resting his hopes on Gohan. How Gohan is extremely self-critical and doubtful, but how he knows if he doesn't give his all, Cell will kill everyone he's ever cared about. How Gohan hates fighting, and in contrast, he sees himself. Here's his own cruel thoughts. Cell's actually starting to become divided in himself. He's actually relating to Gohan more than himself because of what he's experienced now. Wow, Cell thinks. My character's sure lacking depth. Even Gero had a cooler story. Now the time for training is over, and the time for the fighting begins. And Goku fights Cell, but before using his full power, Goku gives up. Cell checks his thoughts. I'm leaving the fate of the world up to you, Gohan, my son. I know you can beat this monster. When you realize how much you have to protect, and you find out just how bad you want to protect it all, without losing a single thing, you will be able to use your true power. Cell is frankly amazed at the faith he's putting in Gohan. However, Cell knows not to underestimate young people, and he can't help recalling Saffron. Now let's see what you got, Gohan, Cell thinks. The Cell in the vision taunts Gohan, plays with him, uses cruel mind tricks to get him to use this so-called full potential. Then, Android 16 breaks in and says,
Gohan, let it go. It is not a sin to fight for the right cause. There are those who words alone will not reach. Cell is such a being. I know how you feel, Gohan. You are gentle. You do not like to hurt. I know because I too have learned these feelings. But it is because you cherish life that you must protect it.
Cell then crushes his head, destroying his memory chip, absolutely mercilessly.
Ugh, this sentimental downpour is killing me. It's so nice of you to help, 16, but I plan on doing this my way. Please, drop your restraints. Protect the life I loved. You have the strength. My scanners sensed it. Just let it go. another fighter you could have saved.
Now remember, Astral Cell is watching all of this.
16. You loved life. You gave everything up to save it. And you were just an android. I let you die. I can't do that. I won't watch anymore. I feel it slipping. And I won't watch this anymore!
Let it go. So, that's it, huh? You are making the same mistake Trunks did, boy. Don't think you can beat me just by powering up.
Stop it!
Huh?
That's enough! Tell them to stop it!
Also remember, Astral Cell can still read thoughts. So he's reading Gohan's thoughts, hearing it just as we are. Then, as if the vision becomes real, Cell's spirit enters into the cell of the vision. What's going on? Am I trapped here now? Oh, I'm so weak compared to my Zamala form. Then all of a sudden, what's this? Gohan snaps. Cell tries to say, no, wait, Gohan. I'm not the Cell you know. Let's stop and talk. But the only words that come out of his mouth are,
That's the way. Let it all go.
no, Cell thinks, what's going on here? And Gohan instantly powers up even further.
It's unreal. Is that a boy? Gohan's releasing his energy. Gohan! So this is the power Goku was bragging about. Incredible. Now it's time to pay, Cell. You're going to face up to your crimes.
Gohan quickly kills the Cell Juniors. Then before Cell realizes it, he's getting utterly wrecked, feeling all the pain, and can't say what he wants. Then he initiates a self-destruct. No, no, you fool! This is Astral Cell talking to the other Cell. I don't want to die! Stop it! Stop it, you weak, pathetic fool! Then Goku instant transmissions in and sacrifices himself for everyone. Just as Cell blows up, his spirit is shot back out of his body. What in the multiverse? He says. Is it over? Then Cell regenerates and instant transmissions back to Earth. No way, Cell thinks. Then he's also transported there somehow. Then Evil Cell is basking in everyone's misery, and Gohan's about to cry. Then Cell hears Goku's voice in Gohan's head, and they start the beam struggle. Now this must be the climax, Cell concludes. I guess I won? Through all these underhanded tactics, though, I can't believe it would have gone like this. Gohan, Cell thinks, you've done great. Then Cell is forcefully sucked into his counterpart once again, and is not happy about it. Am I going to have to kill Gohan? Then he gets hit in the back by the Z-Fighters' ki beams. Their spirit is impeccable, all to protect each other, and to help and support each other. And then finally, Vegeta fires a blast, and Cell begins to get overtaken. No, I won't be able to recover from this. It's too much. Then Gohan.
What are you so afraid of, Cell? Isn't this what you wanted? I warned you. I told you what would happen if you pushed me too far. But you didn't listen. You forced me to awaken my hidden power. And now that you've seen it, you're afraid. Because you know that I'm
So Cell witnesses firsthand what would have happened had he not instant transmissioned away. And it is nothing short of heart-stopping. Cell actually feels as if he dies, as if all of his cells are disintegrated. He can't believe it. It's the gnarliest thing he has ever experienced. It all just goes black for him. But then, what's this? A light. Longel. It was just a vision. Longel, am I glad to see you? Cell. You've done it. Done what? You've unlocked your final form. The form that will get us out of here, once and for all. What do you mean? Look at yourself, Cell. When Cell vowed to protect Longel and everyone else and help him, it triggered that vision. Then, when Cell saw what would have happened to him, there's no going back for him now. He knows he has a fresh lease on life, and Zamala trusts him with this final form now. He's unlocked it through spiritual development. Whoa, this is nuts, Cell says. Hey Longel, Cell adds. Yeah? He answers. Let's get out of here. Longel says, I've never been more ready for anything in my life. Cell says, before I couldn't sense any ki, but now it feels like my senses have been awakened. I feel the life of the universe. So Cell and Longel perfect their plan and sell instant transmissions back into the multiverse. Specifically, Universe 7. More specifically, Earth. Longel meets the Z Fighters, tells them everything. Then Cell steps forward, and everyone's in sheer disbelief. The Z Fighters have just finished the Tournament of Power and fought Brawly. So not only do they know of the Grand Priest, but they know of the multiverse as well. They've also met Zamala. But when Longel learns that all 18 universes have been restored, he gets a huge smile. Cell says, "What's up, Longel?" Then Longel tells the reason those universes were erased. Hey guys, no gym needed here. So that's gonna be the part. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did and you watched it this far, thank you so much for your support. I'm really curious to know what you guys think and what you think's gonna happen in the next part. So leave what you think's gonna happen in the comments below, and I'll reply to any questions and any comments. So can't wait to see what you guys have to say. Go check out Lesbi Epic, best DBZ dubsteps on YouTube. I listen to that music all the time, especially when I work out. It pumps me up so much. So yeah, definitely want to go check that out. Lesbi Epic, no gym needed. Subscribe today. Have a great one, guys.